good matchups for you today. We'll start off with the DCL wildcard team, who are bringing in an established lineup of Flocelli, Zoom, Vizzy, and Mr. Bogey. They are up against a team that they've had decent performances against in the past. SDT Perpetuum Coin, the Spain drone team. It's Blessed, Silvio, Danube, and Shrimpy Boy, who are going to be battling today. Our fans. In Split 1, these teams finished 1 point apart, but as you can see, X-Blades and Quad Force 1, it's a very different story this year. SDT are the team in 6th place. The wildcard team want to move up and catch them, and they'll be Let's Go Racing. The wildcard team against SDT Perpetuum Coin. The first 2v2 is Mr. Bogey and Zoom against Silvio and Blessed. The wildcard team in red, SDT from Spain in green. Silvio at the front of things, then Zoom, Mr. Bogey and Blessed out of the blocks, and all of them within about half a second of each other, so a strong starts, and this is Mr. Bogey over the treetops and heading into the rings, and that's an unusual way. It was a 180 degree to the left, instead he did a kind of 360 to the right. Early mistake for Mr. Bogey, sees him a little bit further behind. His teammate Zoom, though, is up into second between the SDT pilots. We see him, ooh, nice and tight on the exit of that. Oh, misses the turn on the 180, though. Oh, Zoom making some mistakes on some sharp turns as well. That's going to be difficult here at the Great Wall of China and this Montane Dragon backtrack, because there's quite a few 180s coming up. Silvio and Blessed complete the first lap and head through the block trade set of gates, and they are a good chunk of time ahead of both of the wildcard pilots. Silvio is a second ahead of his own teammate. Let's see how well he flies as we start to get to these rings and these tight turns. This is all very nice. That's very smooth indeed. No problem with any of those. Now he heads up to the pagoda gate, one corkscrew and then a hard 180 to come out, and he nips between the poles to do it. That is as tight as you can. Keep your eyes peeled on later races to see if anybody else can sneak through that tiny gap. It's very small, and the amount of time it saves you is very important. Silvio and Blessed still ahead of this pilot Zoom, but Zoom gaining a little bit on Blessed, trying to keep with him. Almost split us the wrong side of that gate, and that's an unusual approach to the second one. He nearly went right and left, whereas you have to go left and right. That's lost him maybe a tenth or two. He's still in third place, and Mr. Bogey is way behind and having all kinds of trouble on this track. We're into the final lap. Silvio, 3 seconds ahead of Blessed. How tight is he flying now? Oh, extremely tight there, but it messed up his approach to the next one. Blessed is within a couple of tenths of a second of him now, and Zoom is gaining on the pair of them. This race could be back on for the wildcard team after it seemed a little bit too far out of reach. Now Zoom has got a real chance of stealing second. It's first within reach, possibly a stretch too far, but let's see. Zoom is now flying very smoothly and more confidently towards the river. Blessed is still a little bit in front of him. Silvio surely too far out of reach. He gets all of those gates lined up nice and clean. So does Blessed and Zoom. We've got a race on for second. Silvio is going to be home. Everybody to the finish.
Estás calentando en la última vuelta, Silvio.
Good race, good race.
Good start. Yeah, let's go. Nice time zone.
Encouraging words from Vizzy and Flocelli there, saying nice time for Zoom. Mr. Bogey never really featured. Silvio was flying well out front. Here's Mr. Bogey early on in lap number 1. Just as we start to get into the courtyard and all the arches and the pagoda gate, he just lost time and time and time. Zoom was flying quickly, just overshoots that turn. That was early on in the race, so he fought back quite a long way from there. Here's Mr. Bogey. And that is a lot of seconds disappearing from him before he gets into the bridge S. Silvio flew through these arches like they weren't even there, but hits this one. That was the one that gave Blessed and Zoom a chance to get nearer to him, but watch Silvio as he turns and goes through the pagoda gate. The corkscrew is great, and then the exit is as tight as you can. Zoom, though, really smoothed things out towards the end. Still ended up nearly 2 seconds behind Silvio, but a good bit of flying.